What's up, y'all? As you see, this is another Will It Start video. This is just an intro, but anyway, I did a little work off camera and on camera, and I'll show you the clips of me doing that. I normally post them to shorts because they're getting the most views, and y'all are blowing that up. Thank you. To anybody that's actually watching, we got quite the list here. The maintenance list, anything that has to do with the transmission, because that's been sitting for a while. Anyway, y'all, I got the mechanical fuel pump hooked up with new hoses and lines. Right now I have a catch can to see if I can't crank the motor over and get fuel to that. If we got fuel to that, then the truck should run. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Sorry for the mess. But here's the truck. It doesn't start by the key, so I have to use a screwdriver. If any of y'all were really watching, let's put that in there. Truck is on. Its blinkers are on. Yeah, no, it's a mess out here. I'll clean it up. We got a little spot for the cats to lay down and whatnot. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Getting all that nasty old gas out. It's got good fuel pressure too. Look at that. Yes, sir. Alright, y'all. So how I did this was with an air compressor. I blew air back to the tank to pressurize it. And then I went over here to the tank to blow air through the gas. So we're going to start this baby up. We're going to close this gas tank. We're going to hook up this fuel line and get this baby started up once and for all. I'm going to see if I can put y'all right here as I change this. Look at that nasty old gas that's been sitting in it for 20 years. First, we're going to have to prime it and get fuel into the carburetor before I really try to start it. But it probably will start by itself anyway. So, use this big ass screwdriver. That tight. This tight. It wasn't leaking, but you want all your things tight. I don't know where I put my other screwdriver. There she is. Alright, let's give it another turn over. A couple turns. First time running on its own in 20 years without a gas tank. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 77, old girl right here, running like it's nothing. Let's see if she stays running. Yes, sir. Got good compression. I'm gonna go get my family and show them what I did. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Need a new fuel filter, so hopefully don't run out of gas. But she's running by her own. Yes, sir. I can put the fuel filter back on. I had to put a little liquid wrench on that. First time being able to move it in a while. My ID. Things are gonna fall all over the place. Let's see, y'all. I think she's got to warm up a little more. Yeah, she's still cold. She's running, y'all. Got a little smoke coming out. She needs an oil change bad. She's really running right now. Sadly, I think the thermostat might be bad. Can I get her to move? I think the brakes are stuck. Yep. Here she goes. Here she goes. It's under her own power and everything. Got no brakes. I think they're locked up. That's why it's moving like this. Something's breaking. Something don't sound right. I gotta go beat on these brakes and move these cars. Man, is she running good though. She is beautiful. Look at her, y'all. She is beautiful. Yeah, the brakes are all, look, they're cooked. I can smell them. I gotta knock on them brakes real fast. Heat up under there. Hang on. I smell oil burning up, y'all, and I think the brakes are completely locked up and it won't go into gear. It'll go into drive, but I ain't doing that. Y'all got me fucked up. Alright, y'all, hang on. I'm gonna see if she starts back up. Hang on. Look at the mess. Might be also that tire that's bad. Let's see, y'all. Stuck in neutral right now. I'm gonna let it kind of warm up and see if it. Yeah, that big 440, ain't it? Yeah. Yes, sir. So I think the brakes are locked up. I'm gonna go ahead and move this car. Go, y'all. She's driving. I guess driver's reverse, so the linkage is fucked up, but she's working. I got no brakes. No brakes. And drive is reverse. Huh? Drive is reverse. Huh. Linkage fucked up. It's running by itself though. I just put a new fuel pump on it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take all the brakes apart. It's gotta have new brakes.
Yeah.
You'll see who's at my house.
Alright. Don't tell me I gotta put this bitch in reverse. Yeah! Might take it down the dirt road for a good little drive. I think I'm gonna just keep it in the yard for now until I get them brakes fixed up. In case somebody gets some new tires on here. Yee! Thank y'all to all that's watching and keep following me. This bitch turned wide. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Speedometer works, the oil's at 40, and she's running nice and cold. I'm gonna get out here for a minute. I can hear the brakes trying to stop. If I can get this thing to quit moving on me, I'll put it back into where that bitch needs to be. Alright. This is her running on her own. Beautiful. There she is. Running all by herself. Ain't no smoke. If only it had brakes, I'd probably park it where it's supposed to be. She don't got brakes. I gotta break them loose somehow. Feels like the front ones are the ones that's leaking. They're not leaking, but not working. I have that line in there, and I don't know if you can see it. Looks like it might be leaking. I'll have to see. But